Welcome back, guys. I have an exciting video for you guys today. First of all, I'd like to shout out Jameson and his friend Cody for spending time out of their day to help me pull out this motor from a GS 300 1993. My motor didn't blow, so that's not why I need this motor. I need this motor because the non-BBTI version of the GE has the thicker rods, which are able to handle much more horsepower. That one has the BBTI top end, which is what I need to, which is just a better option for the cheap route for building a 2JZ. I have a couple things I need to do before I can throw on some coilovers on my Lexus. First thing I need to do is get an engine hoist, an engine stand, compression test it to make sure this is all good so I don't waste my time building this motor out. First thing I did when I went to go pull this motor from the car was to make sure that the timing belt is intact. These cars have interference engines, so that means if your timing belt snaps, then it'll screw everything up. Like I said, I need to do compression test. I need to buy a compression tester, get a starter because I threw it out because I didn't really think about compression testing this when I pulled it out. One thing you need to do when you're lowering an SC300 or an SC400 is to relocate the wiring harness within the front wheel well on the driver's side. Because if you don't, you're gonna, scrub away, rub through your wiring harness, and that's not good. So I need to do that. But before we throw on some coilovers and do all that jazz, we need to go pick up an engine stand and make sure this baby is healthy, or else I'm wasting my time with this motor. I'm not sure if I can keep the rods and pistons, though I'm pretty sure I can, but we'll see. So let's go to Harbor Freight and pick up some stuff to help me check out if this baby's good. Okay, so I got the whole engine torn apart, or most of it. I took off intake, exhausting come with the engine. So before we do any of that, I have to check to make sure the engine has oil, or else we're gonna be running it dry, which is not good. And I have the starter to help with the compression test. And there's a little neat trick you can do with these without having to have it, with proper power and all that. Just a little wire and a battery. I'm not sure we have to do a wet test because this is supposed to be just for piston rings instead of just valves. We're not using this top end, we're using the bottom end. And yeah, we're probably just gonna do dry test on all 6 cylinders, but here we go. So I just finished doing all the compression tests for all 6 cylinders, and when you first saw me doing it in the video, the compression test was really bad. It had like a leaky valve or a seal, so I didn't go above 30 psi, which is what you saw in the video. So I went to AutoZone to go switch that out and did all 6 cylinders again, and the numbers are really sad. 4 and 1 are just gone. The only good one was number 3. Everyone else is like on the way out. Also did a wet test, which is where you pour a little bit of oil into the spark plug holes to seal up all the piston rings to see if your valves are bad, just in case these were from bad valves, but no, it's from piston rings as well. So next plan is I might just rebuild the current motor and put in better pistons and rods so it can handle higher horsepower if I do throw big numbers at it. But for now, we're just going to be doing a wiring harness tech, so we'll do that right now. So first couple steps, we gotta take off the wheel, take off the fender liner, pull off the grommet, go inside, unplug some wires, bring it to the top, and run it through here as opposed to under the fender. Tuck it back in, and then we'll be done. Of course, I have to wait for the coilovers to come in while we do this, and I might try on the wheels that I already have and see how they fit. So that'll be a little sneak peek for you guys. So I just unplugged all the wires. It's really hard to see because I don't have a small enough camera to fit in here, but I'll try my best. There was one right here, beep, beep, beep. One, and 3 over there. You can't really see because it's a big wiring mess, but I just realized this whole time my microphone wasn't even plugged in, but I have the wiring harness all finished. It came through here originally, and that part was a pain in the to tuck that. I lost the neck that goes into this window washer fluid reservoir, but that's okay. I can just use a hose to feed it through if I ever need to fill it up. Kind of ghetto, but that'll have to do. It comes through the top of this now instead of under it. So if I do lower it, you know, I won't rub through it through here. And make sure you make it all nice and tape everything up with electrical tape. So you see it there. Right now I'm just trying to get rid of this dent in my fender because someone hit it. Kind of pissed still about it because I had such nice paint. Now it's freaking all dumb. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, right in the middle, right there. Been smashing it with the hammer the whole time. It's almost out. The package came in from my coils. I went with some BC Racing Coilovers. And we're just doing an oil change right now before it goes to go as well. You guys don't really need to see that. It's kind of boring. But let's start taking apart this package and see how nice they look. These look sick. I love the colors on them. Gold, like a pink rose gold with black. Look good on this. Sheesh. Don't ask me how much they were. You can look that up for yourself. I don't want to talk about it. I have to make a quick run to Harbor Freight for those spring compressors because I can't pull it out. I already took off the sway bar end link and it's still hitting. Two hours with one strut. Your boy got it out. I hate this double wishbone crap. Is this called double wishbone? Because there's a top control arm and a lower control arm. And on the TC, there's only the lower one. And then the strut would connect from here to this piece of crap. Why you think we're going together?
Huh?
Why you think we're going together?
Yeah, let's go together.
Okay. I'm finally finished with the coilover install. The rears took an hour and a half total for both sides, and the fronts took about 2 hours and 2 hours and a half for each side. So you do the math. When I adjusted the stock height that came in the box and put the wheels on, it literally was on the fender liner, so I had to raise it a little bit, about 1.5 to 2 inches, and now it's pretty even on both sides. As you see, this will be good for now because I have wheels you saw me put on earlier. I'll hard to get that on in a couple of weeks because I have school. But yeah, I'm not sure how you guys are liking how the car's coming along because we've really only done coilovers so far. But she's sitting pretty now. It's on the stiffest setting right now. And let's go over a first bump. This is the tallest bump in the neighborhood that we have to get over. That's not bad. I mean, could be worse. It's not like, these aren't like stiff either. It's like 10K, 14K. Oh, that's pretty annoying. Alright, I'm gonna take the speed bump a little faster, see if it throws me through the roof. Okay, it kind of popped my neck, but that wasn't that bad. Let's try this corner. See how it feels. Rolling stop. Oh, that's way better. With the stock suspension, it's like super like luxurious feeling. Like this feels 10 times better in terms of like stiffness. I mean, I did set it to like the most stiff setting, but it feels pretty good. But for now, since I don't have wheels on yet, I might just put up the softest setting so that the drive to Bellingham won't be like breaking my back. I don't want my back being blown out.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
You know, driving 3 hours there, so. Alright, the last thing to do is to grab a thumbnail because I haven't done that yet. So I think I'm gonna use this box plus these pole suspension parts for the thumbnail. But let me set that up real quick. I think the angle might be something like this with like the box right here and then the suspension parts like right here. Not sure yet, but let me set that up real quick. Is this the angle, guys? I need to scoot back more. Yep, this is the angle. Can you guys hear that? Dang, someone's ripping it. Hope you guys enjoyed this coilover style video, and stay tuned for the next video because in the next video we'll be rolling fenders, fitting wheels, and adjusting ride height so it's all proper. So she'll be sitting really good with the new wheels I test fitted earlier.